Welcome, my friends, to this Applied Yoga Anatomy and Muscle Activation Upper Body program. Today we're going to focus on the trapezius muscle. We're going to be doing a lot of things to activate the trapezius. One of the agonist muscles to the trapezius, and therefore synergistic muscles, is the serratus anterior and the pecs. And if you've been studying with me for any amount of time or read my book, you'll know that these are the three major muscles in the upper body. The one that we're really going to target, though, is the trapezius muscle. A lot of people complain about having really tight pecs, and tight pecs is a sign that the trapezius muscle is not working properly. And not working in our definition in muscle activation, or AYAMA, is that a muscle that has lost its ability to contract and contract on demand, or is not contracting at all properly. And for most of us, our traps are in this kind of elongated state and holding the trunk and spine of the body there in an extended amount of time, which is going to be detrimental to it. So let's do a program to get these traps working and see what starts to happen in the pecs and the serratus. Obviously, we do want to get those muscles working, but as we progress in our AYAMA leveling, we can start to work those muscles. We will be doing the serratus anterior a little bit. And of course, we're going to be getting into some other muscles. Before we do, though, I wanted to invite you to do a little test. And we're going to do this at the end of practice as well. So come onto all fours and bring the knees back. Now you have kind of two options here. You can either lift the knees off the floor, or you can keep the knees down. What I want to invite you to do here is to do a push-up. And only come down about halfway. Please don't come down all the way. And the proper method of doing push-ups is just coming down halfway, actually. And just notice how you feel. You can do it with the knees on the floor, with the knees off the floor. And notice how much strength you have and what is going on. So let's start there. We're going to get into our program now. I'd like you to come onto your backs. And we're going to start with just some simple breathing and movement exercise, and then we'll get into the crux of the program. So bring the knees into the chest. You're going to inhale, press the feet up towards the sky, bring the arms over your head. This is Supta Dandasana dynamically. Exhale, pull the knees into the chest. This is just a nice way to get the shoulders moving here, to begin creating some extension in the upper chest, specifically the upper thoracic. Exhale, bring the knees into the chest. Inhale. And exhale. And again, pull the knees into the chest. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And just do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Now, to get the upper body stabilized, we need to also address the lower body. So come onto your stomachs. You're going to do one of my favorite poses, Superman pose. So lift the legs up and lift the chest up. And lift them up as much as you can. And then come on back down. Now it's nice sometimes to have the hands at the lower back. As you lift up the legs, see if you can feel those lower back muscles engaging. Okay, specifically we're getting into longissimus. And longissimus runs into the upper body, if you will. So we really want to get the longissimus working and see if we can get it to affect upper thoracic. Very nice. And then come on down. And then come on up. And then come on down. And then come on up. And then come on down. We'll do it one more time. Come on up. There you go. Do you feel your muscles working in your back? Some of you are like wanting to tap out right now. Oh my God, this is hard. If it's hard, just kind of take note of that, because that's a good sign that those muscles are not working properly. Again, they're just A, not strong, but also B, more importantly, they've lost their ability to contract and contract on demand. Okay, so come and stand up now. We're going to do a couple of poses here. So the first one is warrior one. So bring the right foot forward, left foot is back, and just keep the front leg straight for a moment. Going to bend the knee, push down into the outer heel of the back foot. Bring the arms, reach up to the sky, and push down into the heel of the front foot. Exhale, bring the arms down. Inhale, bend the front knee, bring the arms up to the sky, and expand the chest as much as you can. So starting to work into the upper back muscles, and that's where we're wanting to target right now. Exhale, down. Inhale, come on up. Now squeeze the sides of the belly in, press back through the heels of the feet, and then come on down. Inhale, bend that front knee, come on up. Expand through the chest, lift up through the heart. Feel the upper back muscles engage. Exhale, come on down. And inhale, bend that front knee, lift up through the chest. Expand your capacity here for breath. Exhale, come on down. We'll do it one more time this side, and we'll switch sides. Inhale, bend the front knee, and lift up. And exhale, back down. It's a really nice, gentle way to begin waking up those muscles. We do it slowly, methodically, and systematically. Step your right foot back this time. Square the hips to the front foot. Widen your gait if you need to. Press down through the heels of the feet. Inhale, bend the knee, come on up. And exhale, down. Really squeeze the sides of the belly into midline and come on up. And exhale, down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We'll do it one more time. Do you guys feel your back muscles working? Especially in your upper back. Inhale, bring the arms up. Squeeze the sides of the belly into midline, lift out of the waist. And exhale. And step your back foot up. Really nice. Beautiful. Now, we're going to do next is chair pose, Ardha Utkatasana. So with this one, I'm going to inhale, sit back into chair, lift the arms up. Okay, now really lift up through the manubrium. We really want to target the upper chest here. So bring the arm bones back as much as you can, sit back, and then exhale, straighten the legs and come back into neutral or come back to standing. Inhale, bend the knees, sit back into chair. Bring the arm bones back, exhale, pause, sit back a little bit more, just a little bit, but lift the chest away, lift the ribs away from the waist. Bring the arm bones back, exhale, come and sit back or stand back. Take a breath in. And exhale. Inhale, come and sit back. Bring the arm bones up. Press the arm bones back behind the ears. Do you guys feel this in your upper traps, the upper thoracic spine? Lift up through the manubrium and then exhale and come back. Inhale, sit back, Bring the arms out. Now we're going to stay here just for a moment. I want you to bring the arms out like wings to the sides. Turn the palms up. Now bring those thumbs back behind you as much as you can. Lift the toes so you can really sit back into the heels. And I want you to see if you can do a little bit of a back bend. Lift up, 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 up. Exhale. Come back. Inhale, bend the knees. And sit back into the heels of your feet. Lift the chest up. Lift the chest up. Lift the chest up. And exhale, come back. We'll do that one more time because it feels so good, right? Inhale, sit back into chair. Lift the chest up. And bring the arms back, bring your thumbs back, lift, 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 and then exhale. Wow, that feels amazing. I just feel completely enlivened right now. Please come onto your stomach and come face down. So we're gonna do a couple of things here. The first thing that we're gonna do, lift the arms a little off the floor. Turn or externally rotate the arms a bit, and then bring the hands forward in front of you, and then lift them up. And then come back. Very good. And then do it again. Turn the palms forward, the thumbs are up. So in other words, you've externally rotated the upper arm. And then once you come to forward, how high can you lift the arms? Do not let the elbows bend. Keep the arms as straight as possible. Lift up. And then come back. Do it again. And then come back. And do it again. Lift the arms, externally rotate them, turn the thumbs up. Bring the arms forward, about hip shoulder distance apart, and then lift the arms up. And then come back. Very good. All right. How are you guys doing? We're going to do another little shoulder thing here. Now, I'm going to give you the option. You can lift the chest up or you can keep the chest down. So I'm going to do it 3 times with my chest down. And I'm going to do it 3 times with my chest up. And then you can decide which one you want to do. If you want to do all 6 chest up the next time, you can do that. If you want to do them all with your head on the ground, you can do that as well. So come on down. Again, kind of externally rotate the arms. And bring the arms to this time 45 degrees apart. So before I said bring them directly forward. This time they're 45 degrees. Lift up the thumbs as high as you can. And then bend the elbows. Bring the elbows to 90 degrees. And then bring the arms to that 45 degrees, straightening them. And then bring the arms back. We're going to do that 6 more times. The next 2, I'm going to do it with my head down, and then we're going to do it with the chest up. Again, Yogi's choice. So, bring the arms forward to 45 degrees, lift them up, and then bend the elbows. Elbows are level with the shoulders. Bring the arms forward, and then bring them back. You're really using a lot of upper body strength here, just with lifting the shoulders up. You're getting into posterior delt, you're getting into serratus, you're getting into traps, you're getting into so many different muscle groups here, rhomboids. So just know that you're doing a lot of good, even if you're not able to lift the arms that far up. Okay, we'll do it again. Bring the arms forward to 45 degrees. And then bend the elbows to 90 degrees, level with the shoulders. Lift them up. Bring the arms forward. And then bring them back. Okay, this time with the chest up. So lift the chest if you would like. Again, you don't have to. Yogi's choice. Bring the arms forward to 45 degrees. Lift up. Keep the legs down here. just lift the chest. Bend 90 degrees, the elbows, straightening the arms. And then come on down. Lift the chest, bring the arms forward, 45 degrees, lift them up. Bend the elbows. Bring the arms forward. And then come back down. One more time. Lift up. Bring the arms forward. Good. Lift them up. Bend the elbows. Lift up a little higher if you can. If you can, arch your upper back. Now, bring the arms forward. Lift them. And then come on down. Oh my goodness. How delicious was that? How delicious was that? Oh. I don't even know if you're sitting up with me right now. Do you notice how erect your spine is? It's because all these muscles that are supporting the upper body are working right now. Let's do one more pose and then we're going to retest for the push-up. So we're going to do one of my favorite poses called quadruped, which activates the multifidus. Now, one of the things about the multifidus is that it is an extensor muscle, especially in the upper thoracic area. So even though we're working lower thoracic, I'm going to try and cue you to really focus on working that upper thoracic today. But of course, by working the lumbar area, it's going to have an effect on your neck, and it's also going to have a synergistic effect in the thoracic. So even though you might feel this more in your lower back, we want to try and get into the upper back as well, but it all works together. So come on to all fours, and we're going to start with right leg lifts up, lower the hip, lift the leg up higher, lift the left arm, and arm and leg. And now really lift the chest, like try to do sort of this cobra up dog extension in the chest, and exhale, come on down. Lift the left leg, lower the hip, lift the left leg up higher, lift the right arm, arm and leg lifts. Now lift out of the left shoulder and then really try to arch in the upper back. Arch in the upper back. Arch in the upper back, and then come on down. Not easy, eh? Right leg lifts, and then lower the hip, lift the leg up higher. Good, and then lift the left arm, arm and leg. Now, again, come out of that right shoulder, and then arch in the upper back. Don't crank into your neck, so keep the neck long, drop the chin a little bit, but arch in the upper back. Exhale, come on down. Let's do the left side. Left leg lifts, lower the hip, leg up higher. Right arm, arm lifts, chest lifts. Very good. Good, my friends. Now come out of that left shoulder. Arch in the upper back. Arch in the upper back. There you go. And then come on down. So one more time each side. Right leg lifts, lower the hip, lift the leg up higher, lift the left arm. Very good. Now from here, come out of the right shoulder and arch in the upper back. Arch in the upper back. Lift that left arm up a little higher. Arch in the upper back. And then come on down. Lift the left leg up. Lower the hip. Last one. Lift the leg up higher. Bring the right arm forward. Arm and leg lifts. Now arch in the upper back. Come out of that left shoulder. Arch in the upper back. There you go. Nice. And then come on down. Good job. So let's jump into that retest. Bring the knees back a bit. Very good. Bring the chest forward. So again, you can do this with the knees on or off the floor. So knees on the floor. Really engage the core and come on down. Is it easier? Lift the knees up if you want to and come on down. For me, 1,000 times easier. 1,000 times easier. I notice a lot more stability. I always lose stability on my left arm for some reason, and just felt a lot more stable. Wasn't putting stress in on it. Why is that? Well, if you look at what happens when we come into a push-up, What are the muscles contracting? The biggest muscle contracting is your trapezius. And if the traps aren't working, you don't have stability within this range of motion. This is a forced range of motion. That's why push-ups can really mess up people. Because when you come down, you are coming into a forced range of motion. So when you do these muscle activations and then you retest and do the push-up, you feel a lot more stable. And as if you have more stability, you have more stability in the joints. The joints are protected, and as the joints are protected, you can go out to move back into your life with more ease, more strength, sense of indomitable will, and feeling empowered to go and live your best life. I hope you enjoyed this upper body applied yoga anatomy and muscle activation program. We'll see you in the next class. Namaste, friends.